Now, there's been a recent meteor seen above the skies of Texas, and some of it actually made it down to the ground and has already been recovered. So it actually occurred on the 15th of February 2023. In Universal Time, it was around about 22 past 11, but if you were there locally, it would have been about 20 past 5 in the evening. And there's a couple of images that were captured of that as it was burning up in the atmosphere as it came through. So the actual position of it, or the location where it actually occurred, is given in longitude and latitude here. So it's about 26 degrees latitude and just under 29 degrees west in longitude, if you want to actually look up exactly where that occurred. And interestingly, it was actually caught from space as well. So the arrow here is indicating a flash caught from that meteor as it entered the atmosphere, and that was captured by a satellite from space. So you can actually see it there. It's obviously not very big, but it was enough to be captured from space as it entered the atmosphere. Now, how big was it? Well, it was about 2 foot, or just over half a metre in size, and about 1,000 pounds, or just under 500 kilograms in weight. And that's probably a sort of size you might use as a decorative rock in your garden, as shown here. So small kind of rock sort of size, wasn't massive, but because it's traveling so fast, it has a lot of energy, and it obviously made quite a large fireball in the sky. So it's actually an atmospheric fireball. So this isn't the exact one. This is an example of what happened. So as they enter the atmosphere, they're going incredibly fast. So these are going kilometers per second sort of speed. And as they hit the atmosphere so fast, they heat up, and the larger ones actually break up. So they become a fireball. They don't actually explode like a chemical explosion. They actually just break up because the front edge is heating so much. And this is an example of what would happen. So it would kind of fragment and break. And because of that, you'd have heard a sonic boom. So if you were there locally, you may have heard a sonic boom from this actually fracturing and exploding as well. Now, because it's done that, there's going to be fragments that do make it to the ground, and we already know that some have made it to the ground. And this gives a bit of a map of where the biggest and smallest parts were expected to be located. So in the red part, you'd expect parts to be, up to a kilogram in size, really 1,000 grams. And then on the other far end, you're going to get very small gram size particles of that. And this is the expected field of where that debris would have fallen, really. And we already know some has actually been picked up, and they're going to be on the bigger side, actually. So this one here is around about probably the size of your hand, give or take. So that's going to be a fairly large piece. That's already been discovered, but there's likely a large amount of undiscovered stuff in the field there. And if we can get it, we can analyse it, we can work out the trajectory, and you can work out where it came from, what type of meteor or asteroid it was originally. So thank you for watching.